Hey. How you doing, buddy?
Well, good afternoon, Anna.
Good afternoon, Shannon.
Welcome to The Assignment. We wanted to come on today and to tell you guys about our upcoming 3-part episode about news addiction or news aversion.
Any guesses as to who averts their gaze and who does not?
Who's the addict?
Yeah, Shannon and I live on either end of the spectrum on that topic.
And I think it's interesting. So some of the questions that we go into are what was the first news story that you really engaged with?
Right.
And even though we chose different stories, they were both about serial killers.
Mm-hmm.
Just spoiler alert. And we did have sort of an unhealthy obsession with serial killers, I find, in the 70s and 80s. There was a lot of them.
Yeah.
What was happening there?
Well, we'll get into that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that was one thing that united us. But in terms of news addiction or news aversion, we really do fall on opposite spectrums. Anna, I respect her choice, really avoids the news to preserve her mental health.
Yeah.
And I go 10 toes in, total news addict.
Yeah. The love of all things chaotic.
Just mainlining chaos all day long. So the episode was actually recorded close to a year ago. I think the first recording happened on the inauguration day of President Donald J. Trump. And so we were talking about how even though it's very risky to talk about the news in today's day and age because everything changes so rapidly, but what we talk about in the episode wildly foreshadows what has transpired over the last 12 months.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, a lot of that first episode really is about our relationship with media as well. Not so much the news itself or what happens in the news, but how it's shaped who we are as adults.
Yeah.
So Shannon and I both grew up in the 90s in, I think, what we can all classify as a relatively peaceful time over the course of history. And that definitely impacts the lens that we look at the world through. And we asked ourselves a whole lot of questions about how we locate ourselves in history and how growing up in a peaceful time impacted the way we look at the world.
And might have left us unprepared for the chaos of the present moment and how to meet that chaos in the present moment. Every day is a new adventure.
Yes. To avoid or to embrace, depending on how you look at it.
What we really need to work on, Anna, to really get behind and start embracing is the fact of alien life on this earth. This was a challenge. She's still processing.
I'm still processing. Yeah. It's,
they're in the ocean, Anna.
I know. We've all seen Cocoon.
The ocean's right there.
I see little pods from here.
They could be 200 feet away for all you know.
So I don't know if we've talked about Shannon's love of conspiracy theories. She's developed some really great ones all on her own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. And I enjoy them. Like bedtime stories.
Yeah. I like the fantasy, the fantastical quality of the news of today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. From Santa Claus to aliens in the ocean.
That's right.
I love it. I love it. If you can't tell, I am so entertained by Shannon. It's great. So when we started this project, which was really a writing project in the beginning, it was about wanting a place to be honest and open and allow each other a chance to do that without judgment.
Yeah. We really hope that you guys engage with us, but you don't need to get angry, full of rage. The discourse can be just like medium.
Yeah. Medium discourse is good.
Yeah. And you know what? Discourse should be fun. And it has become so contentious that it's difficult to have fun with it anymore. And that's what we want to do.
Well, it's difficult to do it without risk. So, I'm keenly aware that we are not our thoughts.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
But there are so many absolutes in a lot of the thoughts that we now have living in a digital space that it's hard to reconcile that sometimes. I think.
Absolutely. Yeah. And not all thoughts are true, know? And I think people...
Most of them are not.
Most of them are not.
Yeah.
This was a very difficult thing for me to grasp. But just because you think a thing or just because you have an opinion, you don't have all the information. You have to be open to allow your mind to be changed. And I think people are they have associated their very core of their being, their value system, with the things that they believe are happening.
Right.
Which is why it's very difficult to convince people otherwise. Right now we are experiencing a situation where there is a video of a woman that was shot by an ICE officer in Minneapolis. Right. And there are people that are following on opposite sides of the divide of what they are looking at on that video. Everybody's watching the same video, but there's two sets of ideas on what happened in that video, which I think perfectly encapsulates the time that we are in right now.
That's it. It depends on what lens you're looking through.
Yeah.
I think what would be nice is to feel as though we can have a conversation and disagree.
Yeah.
And still find a way to respect each other and be kind about it.
Right.
Yeah.
And common ground.
And I think that's what's missing a lot. And it's part of what keeps me averted from media and the comment sections and all of those things that just don't breed, to me, any kind of solutions or any kind of positive way forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what we need, folks.
And some levity. So we're going to give you some levity.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully.
We really hope that you give our news episodes a listen, like and share. And we want to hear what you guys think and where you fall on the spectrum of news addiction or news aversion and why.
That's right. Thanks for listening so far. We'll see you again next time.